Okay, legends, this is a quick video on the New Zealand dollar long I'm in and the trade I called on Twitter. So obviously if you look at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, Aussie dollar's been really rallying. Dollar's been falling, so we're expecting Aussie all the majors to rally against the dollar. So we're having New Zealand's been a bit slower, but I thought today would catch up, and the reasons why I'll explain. So on a monthly basis, right, we're above the monthly open candle and we're expecting a big move up. Would make sense for it to take out these stops here. Okay, so bigger picture. So if we mark that out, high is 74.854. Okay, 74.85, call it. That's my target. I called that on Twitter. 74.85. Okay, now going on to the weekly, we're above the weekly open now. We've wicked down nicely. I do not want to see go below the weekly open, but we'll explain this in more detail. On the daily, we've had a nice retracement. I think last night some news come out, CPI, boom, into there. Okay, so let me just get rid of that and just draw a line there, just because well, you know that now. I don't want to draw the line just yet because it'll make the chart a bit messier. Okay. So if I draw out the weekly open, right, so the weekly open is here, so the open is 73.559, 73.559. Let's do that in a big. So this is the weekly open now. Yeah, so let's go down. Low time frame. Okay, so here we've had moved down, right? This is the key level that we came into, the daily level, this low that we already marked out. So if, actually let me just draw it out so it'll just make more sense. So there we go. This is the key level. The open is 72.772. 72.772. Doing a different color. We don't want this shit getting in the way. Right, okay. So when we go down, yeah, okay, it's come to the key high time frame level there. So we're expecting, power of 3 play. So now that we've gone above the weekly open, I'm expecting, price not to go back below that now. And it's not just about price going above the weekly open and not expecting back below. You gotta see what's happened before it that led up to that. So we've got a high time frame bias, which is long, the Kiwi dollar. We've had our nice price action below the weekly open already. So if as soon as the market open, come down, pop into that higher time frame key level, took out some stops under here, right, which we like to see, and then immediate movement back up. Now let's look at where market's been finding support or resistance. Okay, and that's what we like to see. So the bullish candle that led to the move down, right, this led to the move down, breaker, so we're expecting to find support down here. So if we go to the lower time frame, as you can see, we're finding support there, which is perfect. And then as we go up, we want to just see start support, support and resistance being formed, which we're sort of getting now. So if I draw this here, depends how you trade this. Do you trade ICT order blocks, or do you trade support and resistance? Both will work in this situation for me. So the way I trade, I use both. I use the blocks and I use the SR as well. It just refines it down. So if I just drew the blocks, we can see bullish flow into here, formed a block, this respected there, broken out, this respected there. Now how did I take my entry? So the way I took my entry was, I'm seeing price go up, poke the weekly high here, open there, then come down, poke it there again, poke it there again, then going down to a lower time frame. I'm seeing, let's see how the flow is being respected. So this was priced down here, and I posted a chart here saying the stops here have been taken here. This short-term low got taken into an order block. So if we go to the 30-minute, it's this 30-minute order block here. So when I see that, that's a nice sign for me. So then when I see price move away, I'll know this is a stop rate and price shouldn't come back here. So let's see what happened there. There, price comes into that. I mean, it's a bit of a pipette, but I see that as data error. I'm not going to be too fussed about that. So when I took my long, this price moved up, broke the structure high. I didn't see this as a stop rate, I saw this as a break in market structure. So when price came down here, I said I'm long at market 75.53, right? I got long here at 55.53, and initially I kept my stop loss there, okay? But I also said if it breaks this low here, the 73.45, I'm gonna close 50%, because there's no reason why it should come back there now, okay? So this was my hard stop, but then there's my mental stop to cut off 50% of it. So currently I'm long. So if I draw a line, 73.53, 73.53, green, so I'm long there, and my stop loss is currently at 73.45. and I'll explain why I've done that, and I've actually added another position as well, but we'll not get into that there. So below here, really, this low here, and if we look on the 15-minute time frame, it's below this block there, so it shouldn't really go below that. I mean, we're finding support now at the weekly open, right? I don't want to see it go below there. If it does, then it's not looking good. I'm going to keep my position as is, because I'm only risking half an hour now, because less than half an hour actually, but I just said half an hour just for rounding purposes. But yeah, so I'll trade my stop loss from there to there now, because of how structure is built up. We've had nice efficient movement up, which is nice. I like the fact that we moved down fast and moving back up, which shows that it's a stop rate. Now target wise, I mean, we've got a few highs down here, here, so ultimately I'd like to see that. I think actually, if the dollar weakness continues, I think we're going to see the 77s, 50s, but that's for later on. I'm not going to get too ahead of ourselves. Just for now, intermediate term targets. By the end of the week, I'd like to see it there. Now short term targets, let's start drawing them out. We've got this high here. I think it got taken. I'm not sure. So the high here comes in at 73.749. I think we touched that. I'm not too sure. I want to draw all these out anyway. 73.749, and then we've got this high here. So each high really, So this there comes in at 74.027, 4027, 27. Okay. And then obviously there, what also supports this idea. So I also called when Aussie New Zealand was down here, I was actually looking for a new Kiwi shorts long ago, and I said it's gonna come and it's gonna push Aussie, and I was looking for Aussie New Zealand long, and I said this is gonna go up through Kiwi weakness, but it actually went up through Aussie weakness, which is fine. I was wrong on that. But now look what we are. What I like is we're in some sort of resistance. I'm not saying the Aussie New Zealand move is over, but I'd like this. I like this to be some sort of resistance or pause for the Kiwi to rip up. I mean, they've held the Kiwi and let Aussie rip, and that's caused the Aussie New Zealand to rip. I still think it's going higher, but I'd like to see some sort of pause or retracement just to let the Kiwi run up. So yeah, so a bit of a confluence with that Aussie New Zealand as well for buy trade idea. That's about it for now. This looks really similar to what happened with the euro, where I couldn't get a long on the euro, but because I wanted deeper retracement. But you see how once we got back above the weekly open, we found support. They did a stop right down. Yes, it took these lows here by a tick and then moved up. I really wanted a bigger move down. It didn't do what I did. It doesn't matter. There'll be more setups, and then once it got back above, consolidated there for a while and then shut up. So I'm looking for similar, and the cable from previously where I said a similar thing here. Once it got back above, then we had momentum up above, went up. So let's see what Kiwi can do right now. My stop's in place, less than half an hour risk, so let's see how it goes. But I just did this video to explain why. It's sometimes easier if I do my video explain why I'm in a trade than tweets. It doesn't make much sense. So hopefully that makes sense. Catch you guys soon.